Hey guys, it's Eric and I'm back out here doing some scouting on public land today. However, this is not a new spot. This is a spot that has a very special place in my heart. This is a spot I killed my personal best buck back in 2021. I have 3 cell cameras out here. The main mission for today is just check those, well not check them, because they're cell cameras. Change my batteries so they're good for the year because these are going on 11 months, so I have no doubt they'll be fine for season. And then secondarily to that, try to potentially find a shed of a buck I got on camera here after season or very end of late season. So this is an area where normally the acorns are really good one year and kind of non-existent the next. And last year they were kind of non-existent, so this should be a year they're good. So got a long walk up. I'm over a mile back in here, more like a mile and a half, but I'm not where I want to be with my health, not to get too off topic. Still want to drop a few pounds, but what I will say is I'm moving through the woods a lot better than I was the last couple of years. I'm not getting as worn, so this is going to be a heck of a hike, but I think with how I've been in some better shape, I think I can do it in a reasonable time frame. So I can get through here and get to the area I hunted here. Okay, well we're officially to the top here, which is a mile back. Now we have about another 3/8 to half a mile to go to get to where I hunted here. Heck of a walk. I'm glad I didn't go on any warmer of a day than this, but my body's handled pretty well. I'm already over a mile in, and it's like the 45-50 minute mark, and it's only about 10 minutes from where I hunt at here because it's all downhill, so that's really awesome. So and there is some sporadic. I did see a rub on the way in on the north facing slope. Basically here you have to walk up a north facing slope, and I'm hunting the south facing slope. One of the spots is good, both where I killed my buck has usually, when there's a deer in there, has activity both during the rut and throughout the season. And another spot's basically a rut funnel. So, and I do get some, the rut funnel, I get some, summertime pictures, but during season, it's pretty much a rut deal. So I'm gonna keep following through here and catch back up once we're to the spot. Well, folks, I just got back here. I'm about 100 yards from my first camera to change the batteries in, and then also obviously looking for that shed. But it usually takes me an hour or 10 minutes to get back here. I just did it in 50. So like I said, I'm still trying to drop a few more pounds to get a little healthier, but I'm definitely doing way better than I was. So that's good. Still got a lot of time to get in shape before season. But yeah, I'm gonna change this batteries in this first camera first here, and then see what we can find. Okay, folks, so just a quick look here. This here is all a south-facing slope point. Down there's where I killed my buck. I'll get a little more detail there, and then I have a camera over here, which I'm gonna check next. But as you can see, there's some really good cover around this. So this is a point where deer feel comfortable moving during daylight. The only caveat is when the acorns are dropping here. If the acorns aren't dropping here, this is a ghost town because there's a lot of very adequate cover. So it's this first camera here and see what we can find. Okay, so here's the area my first camera is overlooking. And there's the camera. Just change the battery. I'm gonna fix this real quick. Just straighten it up just a freaking skosh. It's good though. Freaking rip here. Oh, okay, that's plenty tight. Yeah, first camera's back up, fresh batteries ready to go for the year. Yeah, so there's a trail here. This kind of goes behind where I set up, for where I shot my buck at before. And it kind of covers that. Even with this year being slower, I had decent deer movement here. Not the bucks, but the does are still here. So Yep. So hopefully this year with a little more acorns, we'll have some better buck activity. So, gonna check the next camera now. Okay, folks. Well, we made it to my next camera, which is actually, I would consider this kind of my main camera in here. This camera's watching this trail here. Is where my buck walked out when I shot him. I was in one of these trees over here, somewhere in here. Actually, I believe it was this one next to these pines for some cover, and came down here. And 41-yard shot, and the rest is history. So, but yeah, it's kind of just overlooks this here. There's a decent trail here, and bedding is right over that way. So, switch this camera out next. All right, so second camera's back up. And this one is in prime spots. I locked this just in case. And it's not even really that I'm worried about people. I'm more worried about bears because I had that issue. But, yep. So we're going to move down to the next spot, which is more, like I said earlier, it's more of a rut spot. And that camera was not where it needed to be last year. Which, judging by it was on here, I think I missed a lot. But knowing the pattern of odd years for the acorn crop in here, I don't want to make that mistake again. So we're gonna get down here, change that batteries in that camera, and move it. Okay, well, made it to my third and final camera, which is without question getting moved. See right here for right now. I had it watching this area because I thought it was a little bit of a trail. It wasn't. I don't think I had a deer in this camera all year, but with it being so far back in, I wasn't gonna bother to change. So we're gonna pull this down quick, move it, and then look for sheds on the way out. Okay, so third and final camera set up. I can climb any of those trees back there. About 30 yards here. But look at this trail. I got a big trail coming this way. Trail coming this way. And I'm going to try to attach to this video if I can. But this spot 2 years ago, I had a slammer 10-point come through here. I just think he got caught up somewhere else during the rut. But anyways, that's what we're looking at. Those are 3 setups for cameras in this area. Like I said, this is the area where I shot my biggest buck ever. We're going to do a little bit of shed hunting on the way out. Just kind of scour things. I'd love to see that 10-point shed that I was looking for that made it through season. It might have been the same buck. I don't know. But gonna look for that. And I'm also going to show you kind of the entry where those bucks come out. The trail that 9-point of mine, my biggest buck, came out of. So I'll look for sheds, and I'll show you guys that before we head out of here. Okay, so right here, everybody, we're like about 100, 150 yards from where I set up in this area where my camera is. The only reason I don't have a camera here is because I lose service, but you can see in here, there are a lot of scattered trails that deer use, and then it just gets thicker than a banshee in here. So if I were to go, which I'm not doing, I'm just showing people and showing everybody watching this, you know, why this is a good bedding area, or where I'm getting to is a good bedding area, because as you see, as you keep going through here, it keeps getting thicker and thicker and thicker until you're not really gonna be able to efficiently walk through it. But, you know, this area here, you know, the day I shot that buck, you can see this trail's going in here, I heard him moving the leaves like probably 10 minutes before I saw him. You know, just moving through this crap I was just walking through. So that gives you an idea, you know, how thick the cover is. And obviously, if it was a wet day, I wouldn't have, but it was a pretty dry, cold, chilly, brisk, not really brisk, but very cold, crisp November day. So I'm gonna follow this little ways here, but it just really gets thick in here. So I'm just gonna show you guys that, and just show you what exactly these deer look for. Because as you see, I mean, it's getting about less than 100 yards. We're going to be over my head here. So I'm probably about 200 off this, but with an area where I leave it alone all year until the rut when I hunt it, these deer are still moving before daylight during the rut, coming through here, or pre-rut for that matter, either coming into bed here or leaving. So that's what we're looking at. Okay, well, unfortunately, I did not find that buck shed, unfortunately, or any deer shed for that matter, but the deer sign's in here, And if that acorn crop goes like it should, this should be, like usually, one of my top rut spots. So, I'm walking out now. There's a spot on the bottom that's not far from the road that there is some, usually see some deer sign, actually, where I saw that rub at earlier. And it's still relatively light out. I'm going to look around there for sheds. But if it's dark, I'm just going to head back to the truck. But main mission was to get those cameras batteries changed. I know I can easily get 11 months out of them. So I know for sure they'll get me through at least November, even if they're really busy. So we'll see if there's anything worthwhile at the bottom on the other side off the north-facing slope. And if not, we'll do a wrap-up video. So we shall see. So we ended up getting down to the on the way out to the bottom of the north-facing slope, and there were a couple rubs there. I should have filmed, but I didn't. But yeah, overall decent trip. Got the battery switched out on my cameras. Hopefully, maybe we get some good bucks on camera like I did back in 2021 for this one you're seeing now that I killed. And so it's an odd number year, so usually that's when they're in there. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about what I showed outside of bedding, go ahead and drop a comment there, and leave your thoughts if you have any. And again, thanks for watching.